People laugh at Star-Lord. They call him a joke, a buffoon, the guy who doomed half the universe because he couldn't control his emotions. And by doing that, they completely missed the point of his character. Peter Quill isn't just a walking 80s mixtape. He is one of the most tragically human and deeply relatable heroes in the entire MCU. Let's break down why everyone gets him so wrong. First, let's talk about the moment everyone points to. The punch on Titan. Yes, he punched Thanos. Yes, it was an emotional outburst. But let's rewind for a second. Peter had just learned that the woman he loves, Gamora, was murdered by the very monster standing in front of him. And not just murdered, but thrown off a cliff or a stone. Think about that. In that moment, he's not an Avenger or a Guardian. He's a man who just found out his entire world has been shattered. What would you do? Would you be perfectly rational? I doubt it. His reaction wasn't a plot device. It was a deeply human response to unbearable grief and rage. It showed that beneath the swagger and jokes, he has a heart that can break, just like ours. But his trauma goes so much deeper than that. This is a kid who watched his mother die from cancer, was immediately abducted by aliens, and raised by space pirates who constantly threatened to eat him. His entire childhood was stolen. The jokes, the dancing, the Walkman, they aren't just quirks. They're a shield. They are the coping mechanisms of a deeply traumatized person trying to hold on to the last shred of his childhood, the last connection to his mom and the home he lost. His man-child persona isn't a flaw, it's a scar. He uses humor to deflect pain and to keep the darkness at bay. It's something so many of us do every single day. Look at his evolution. In the first Guardians film, he's a lone wolf, only out for himself. But he learns to open up to trust, to form a family with other broken people. He finds love with Gamora. He even meets his biological father, only to discover he is a genocidal celestial being who literally put the tumor in his mother Seth's brain. Peter has to kill his own father to save the galaxy. Can we just pause on that for a second? The weight of that is astronomical. Every time Peter seems to find a glimmer of happiness or stability, the universe rips it away in the most brutal way possible. Then, after the blip, he comes back to a world where the Gamora he loved is gone, replaced by a version who has no memory of him. He has to grieve her all over again while looking at her face every day. Yet he doesn't give up. He keeps fighting. He keeps leading. He keeps trying to hold his found family together. In Guardians 3, we see him at his lowest, drinking to numb the pain. But when his friends are in danger, especially Rocket, he pulls himself together. He steps up. He faces down the High Evolutionary and literally goes back to save every last person and animal on that ship, nearly dying in the process. That's who Peter Quill really is. He's not the perfect soldier like Captain America or a genius billionaire like Tony Stark. He's a mess. He's impulsive, emotional, and flawed. And that's what makes him a great hero. He represents the part of us that messes up, that gets overwhelmed by our feelings, but still gets back up and tries to do the right thing. He is a survivor who built a family out of spare parts and saved the galaxy multiple times, all while battling unimaginable trauma. So next time you see someone call Star-Lord a joke, remember the story behind the swagger. He's not the MCU's biggest screw-up. He's its most heartbreakingly human hero. Thanks for watching. If you see Peter Quill in a new light now, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite characters. See you next time.